What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. Got some breaking news for you all. Before we get into it, sorry. I'm upset about what happened last night. Obviously, Liverpool lost. Very, very annoying. But this news is around transfers as it is deadline day. It is deadline day. As we're here in the studio, there's going to be news breaking throughout the whole day, and we'll be keeping you up to date with all the news that happens. And some's already started this morning. I've had a few messages, phone calls about more signings, not just in Nketiah. So listen, Andrea Berta, what you've done so far, including Piero Nketiah, it's 8 signings. I'm hearing there's going to be a 9th. Mental. But that's not the news. The news is here from Fabrizio Romano. It is around Reiss Nelson. So let me just read it out to you. Exclusive from Fabrizio Romano. It says, Brentford agree a deal to sign Reiss Nelson from Arsenal. Here we go. It's done. Nelson has chosen to join Brentford on loan, turning down interest from other Premier League clubs as well as European sides. He is now on his way for his medical. So just to give you, the repeat of that, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Reiss Nelson will be going to Brentford on a season-long loan. Now, excuse me, many people that know me and follow the channel and watch a lot of the content. I know Reiss Nelson, big fan of him, a big supporter of him. Considering partly as a friend as well, if I'm being honest, and that's the truth. And seeing him go to another Premier League club does make me happy. Obviously, if you look at it from a fan's perspective, which I am, they're going to say it's a loan, why we're not getting money for him, sales and whatnot. But I think Reiss Nelson, by the way, one of the last of the, I think it's the Wenger era. Last of the Wenger era in the squad still to survive. The quality of him as a player, he was dubbed to be the original star boy, and he's got so much quality in his game. I think injuries have really hampered his career. Even thinking about, last season he was on loan at Fulham. He actually picked up another hamstring injury. Well, 2 actually. Well, no, sorry. Hamstring injury was at Arsenal, then he got another hamstring injury was at Fulham and was recovering from that. We saw him playing pre-season over in Hong Kong and Singapore, and people would say, his impact to those games were very evident and clear that he's still a player of absolute quality. And some questioned why we're not keeping him and using him as cover. However, now we've obviously made a lot more signings with Andrea Berta, and it's looking like, the next step for Reiss Nelson will be to move on, to find a new club. But for me, I'm a little surprised that it's Brentford. If I'm going to be completely honest, I was told or informed that he was linked to Crystal Palace. I felt like that was going to be the move for him. I don't know if it was going to be the right move for him, because I've spoke about this as well in another video. I saw players like big up Eddie Nketiah, but him going there, not getting the amount of minutes that he's probably wanting. He's probably going to want more minutes than that. Not being a mainstay in the Crystal Palace starting 11. And then I look at another example, Rob Holding. He's obviously at Colorado Rapids now, but he was at Crystal Palace and didn't really hit the heights there as well. So it feels like players go there and kind of get turned over quite quickly. Even I think, Matt Turner was there, was he not? Yeah. So again, another player from Arsenal that went to a club like that and didn't really become a mainstay. Maybe that you can say that's be down to their quality, or it could be down to the club and their decisions. And for me, I don't think Palace is the right move for Arsenal players to go to and salvage their career. And I think Fulham was a good fit for him. I knew as well. I knew that it was a good fit for him because he told me that him and Marcus still had a really good relationship, a really good understanding. And even through the injury that Reiss Nelson went through in his hamstring, Marcus still supported him through it and still backed him and still saw him as a right fit at Fulham. And obviously there's a lot of Fulham boys there that actually are thriving. Obviously Leno's there. Iwobi's done really well there. Emile Smith-Rowe scoring last week as well for them. He's doing really well there. I'm trying to think if I've missed anyone. I know William was there for a period of time, but the main players we're looking at is obviously the Emile Smith-Rowes and the Iwobi's. That's why it felt like Fulham was a good fit for him. Obviously, he's not moving too far out of London as well. I suppose Palace is the same. He's not moving far out of London. And then again, Brentford as well, still in London. So to be fair to him, still to get interest from a lot of Premier League London clubs, and he did say that on the breakdown there from Fabrizio. Yeah, other Premier League clubs as well as European sides. I was also informed that Real Betis were looking at Reiss Nelson as well as some other European sides as well. Those were the kind of the close links to Reiss Nelson to sign for. So he had a lot of interest, which again backs up the point. He's a quality player. I think whatever team does get him is a quality player. It's a season-long loan that he's going to Brentford for with no fee. yet. There's been no credible source that there's a loan fee included in that deal. So he'll be there for a season-long loan. Will Brentford look to sign him after? I think with the quality that he possesses, that they would probably look to sign him. There's no obligation to buy in place, but I know how good, Reiss Nelson is, and obviously it's a World Cup year. I've spoken to Reiss before, as I've mentioned, and I know that Jamaica, the JFF, really, really want Reiss to sign for them. However, speaking with him a few seasons ago, he was assured of his talent. He said, "Look, I want to have one full run in a side and go for obviously the England call up. But you obviously need a fully fit, season to do that, to really make a good campaign, to then be in the spotlight for the likes of England." So that might come with Brentford. Obviously, they've lost a lot of key players, the Wemos of the world. We've obviously got Christian Norgard at Arsenal, so we took their captain. Thomas Frank's gone and they took the background staff. That's not players, but a lot of key players to Brentford have gone. So I feel like he's been quite smart with this move or this loan deal, because he knows he's going to get a lot of minutes and play a lot of games, because he's going to a lot of game time, because he's going to need to, because I think Brentford are going to need that. So that's the news. Obviously, Reiss Nelson's done many loans. Hoffenheim, he's done Fulham, obviously. There's one more I'm missing. I think I've got it. I've wrote it down here. Yeah, Feyenoord as well. So he's had a lot of loans. I pray and hope for the benefit of him and also the club as well, because if he has a good loan spell, they end up getting a sale for Reiss Nelson as well. I hope he does well at Brentford. The news again, just before we close off, is from Fabrizio Romano saying that exclusive Brentford agree a deal to sign Reiss Nelson from Arsenal. Here we go. Nelson has chosen to join Brentford on loan, turning down interest from other Premier League clubs as well as European sides. He's now on his way to his medical. So from me, I wish you all the best, Reiss Nelson. And yeah, enjoy your time at Brentford. And let's hope, you have a great season there. And you come back, if you benefit Arsenal by playing for Arsenal next season, or you go on and get a big sell for the club as well, and he has a successful career going forward. Big up Reiss Nelson, and that is the news. I'll be back, I'm sure, again, as it is deadline day. Stay locked in at AFTV for all your deadline day updates from here. Like the video on your way out. Thank you for watching this. Come on, Arsenal, a few more signings through the door, and I'll be happy. Love.